Time now to head back down to the site of Super Bowl 42. Marcus Allen is with us, courtesy of BowDogFootball.net for Super Bowl props, up-to-date odds, line spreads, as well as extensive game analysis. You can catch it all at BowDogFootball.net. And let's welcome in Hall of Fame and Super Bowl MVP running back Marcus Allen. Marcus, you are working with BowDog. There's some interesting prop bets. Do you think there'll be more passing yards for Eli than Peyton had a year ago? He had 247 last year.
Yes, I think so.
Yes, he's going to go over.
I think that's a good bet. Yes.
So you take the over on the 247.
I'll take the over, not the under.
Is that because they're playing from behind all day and New England's running up and down the field?
That could be a possibility, but I think in order for them to win this game, they have to take the game, and that's by passing the football.
Really?
Although the running game is certainly going to have to play a key role because, you know, the running game is not necessarily big yards, and most of the big yards come later in the game. But what happens is when you run the ball and you run it effectively early on, you beat up the defensive line, which slows down the pass rush. So that's going to be key.
Marcus, Phil Rogers from the Tribune. Another over and under question. Maroney this year averaging about 125 yards in the playoffs. As it shapes up against the Giants, you think over and under 125 for Maroney?
That's a tough one. I mean, they do a great job of spreading the defense out. Even the offensive lineman gets wider splits, which create holes there. I think the over.
As long as we're on the subject, what about Burris's Melissa Isaacson with the Tribune? As long as we're on the same subject, Burris's prediction that seemed to offend Tom Brady a little bit, that they'd score 17 points. I mean, are you thinking it's going to be a high-scoring game?
I think it's going to be a high-scoring game, and it didn't mind me that Plexico talked a little trash. When a player, obviously, of his caliber says something, I think he can back it up, but I'd rather him than a rookie that's not playing talk trash. So that would bother me big time.
Hey, Marcus, this is John Chris from Bear Report Magazine. You authored that incredible run against the Redskins in the Super Bowl a while back, and for a long time, that was the longest run in Super Bowl history. Now, be honest with me, a couple years ago when Willie Parker ripped off that long one and broke your record, what was your reaction when you were watching that run happen?
Well, guys, I'm going to tell you the story. We had just left the MVP suite because they honored all the MVPs in Detroit that year. We just left the suite, and I wanted to go over to the Sports Illustrated suite to say hello to some of the girls in Sports Illustrated swimsuit ladies. And as I'm walking, I hear a loud noise, and I look up, and I was with a young lady from the NFL who was taking me over there, and I said, I hope that was a screen pass. And I took a few more steps, and then it came across the monitor, because I saw a monitor, and said that Willie Parker has just broken Marcus Allen's Super Bowl record, and I said by one lousy yard. And I said it was just a straight line too. It wasn't even a magnificent run.
Yeah, just a little dive and boom, he's gone.
Yeah, I had it for 20-something years. I guess records are made to be broken, guys, but that was a good run by him.
Marcus, when we just had Tony Dorsett on, and we asked him a Bear running back question, so we got to give it back to you. Cedric Benson, 3 years now, looking like a bust. I mean, can a guy come on and have the light come on in his 4th or 5th year, or as a running back, are you somewhat, you know, should you get it early if you're going to get it?
Well, most guys, most natural runners, they get it early. And some guys do struggle, and the light does come on. It seemed before he got injured that he started to run better. Obviously, I guess he hadn't had a run longer than, I guess, over 10 yards or something like that. I'm sure I'm not completely accurate on that, but he did finally break a long one for a touchdown. I think I did see that. And hopefully that will catapult him into having a great season next year, because obviously there was a lot of controversy with Thomas being letting go to the Jets, or being traded to the Jets. So that was a big issue this year. So,
Marcus, before we let you go, when you look at this game, Eli Manning has not had a turnover in the postseason. Many people feel that's coming this week. Do you see this game being tight? I know you said high scoring, but do you see the Giants having a legitimate chance, or do you see blowout written all over it?
No, I think they have a legitimate chance. I think the Patriots are the best team in football, and I think the Giants are the hottest team in football. I don't know if that week off is going to either, you know, cool them off or heat up the Patriots. We'll have to wait and find out, but I think they certainly have an opportunity to win this game. You know, I sort of, you know, love the underdog role. You know, when people are pulling against you, when the pundits don't think you can win a game. I mean, everybody thinks it's, you know, it's a foregone conclusion, and that gives you the impetus. That gives you the spirit and the fight and the will to prove everybody wrong. And they have a chance. They have confidence because they you know, had a chance to beat them early on. And when you're a confident club and you're a hot club, anything positive can happen.
Marcus, we appreciate you taking time, and congrats on a wonderful career. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. You guys take care.
You too. All right, that is Marcus Allen, the Hall of Fame running back. You know, it's interesting you asked